Hey, are you liking your seat? Put your arm up here so you have a little bit more support. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Having breakfast with us.
Having breakfast with us, buddy. Gonna split some grits there for you.
Garrett has grits. I have cream of wheat. We're in Chelsea.
Yes, we are.
We got one more stop today, and then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do.
I gotta drop my 2 pieces off.
You have 2 pieces to drop off. I want to get to the gym, but then I'm also thinking maybe we should geocache. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. Did we bring snacks, by the way?
We did. We brought pumpkin seeds.
All right.
Apple.
All right.
Clementines.
All right.
Short day today. We're back. I went to work out. You can probably see my red face. It was a good workout today. It's been a good workout lately. I'm losing like close to 600 calories. I try and hit the 600 calorie mark before I stop. So even if it takes me over a half an hour, I want to lose about 600 calories per workout. So it works out. Gotta organize the stuff. Blue got a new toy. He got some books from his grandma. And some cute clothes. This one's adorable. And this one's so soft. So I gotta organize this stuff. And also organize the dog coats. So the dogs got their coats that I ordered for them for the winter. Here they are. This pink little coat. And Toulouse has a bigger one. Apparently it's water resistant, insulation, full belly coverage, machine washable. Perfect. Machine washable is the big one. And then I wanted something water resistant because when they get out there, they splash the water on them. And the coats or sweaters that I had for them last year would just get soaked and they'd be cold. So it'll be warm. The next thing I have to buy is hi Blue. Some clothes for him since he's starting to outgrow his 3-month clothes. See, his sleeves are like getting a little short. You're going so fast, my Blue. You're going so fast. I can't keep up. So, some cold weather gear, I guess, for him, and a coat. I really want to get him a coat because he doesn't have anything really for the outside except for like a warm fleece sweatshirt and his blanket, but a coat. And then, and yeah, I was kind of debating if I should get him a snowsuit, like the suit that you put him in and you zipper it up, or if I should get him a coat. But I'm thinking because it's warmer in the car, and I think he'll just overheat in a snowsuit. So I think we'll get him a coat. So I'm gonna look for that. And then I think we should be pretty much all set for the cold. Oh, I have to get a coat also, but that's last. And then I think we should be all set for the cold. I'm like petrified of the cold this year. I really am, because it's just so small. And I mean, he could be smaller, like for those babies out there, the winter babies that are born like in the dead of winter. I just don't know. Like, I would assume that he'd probably just stay home for a few months. I don't know how you would do it. I'd just be scared because it's so freaking cold and it's icy and snowy. I just hate it. I can't wait until we move somewhere where it's a little bit warmer. Anywho, so I have to film my update video. And Kurt's out walking the dogs, so he should be back shortly. I hear you chatting over here, Mr. Tone.
Huh.
You cozy with your little bear? Is he talking to you?
I don't know. I think he's getting ready to start his little meltdown of bet to sleep.
That's so sad. It's like every time he goes to sleep, he has to like cry.
He has to freak out like crazy.
Like,
Do everything in his power to keep awake.
bites his sleep.
Yeah.
Blue, are you cozy in your little sleep sack?
Sure looks cozy. I'd like a sleep sack like that.
Yeah, you would. I don't think he's too hot, do you?
I wouldn't think so.
We'll open it for a little ventilation.
So, these are frozen, right? So I would imagine just a little bit of more. Well, there's moisture in here.
Oh, we're having our burgers again.
Yeah.
I want to try on their coats. See if they fit. Who's first? T? You first? Come on. Show Daddy your coat. T.
Ah! Look.
Does he look nice?
Come here. Come here, Tliz. Tliz.
He thinks he's going outside. Do you think it's too small on him, or you think it fits?
Here. Look at your coat. No, it fits fine.
It's like snug, right?
Yeah. Looks good, buddy.
Ready?
How do you like them apples, huh? Yeah. How do you like
Aw,
them
he's
apples?
giving you his paw.
Yeah.
Aw. Come on.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Pink, it's fine.
She always looks like that. Pink, come on.
You always have that look on your face. It's a coat. Come on, show Daddy.
Here.
Don't look so miserable. Is it on her okay?
Come here. Yeah. Fine. Hers is even a little bit bigger. That's fine.
Like winter coats.
Great. North Fetch.
She's laughing at the picture I took of myself.
Who do you send that to?
I send her a picture, a post-workout picture. Anyway, we got our pumpkin soup, salad, burger. It looks delicious. We were discussing.
Do I have anything in my teeth?
Let me see. Open. No. Do I have anything in mine?
No.
You never tell me when I have shit in my teeth.
You're gonna have to bleep that out. You ruined it.
Anyway, so we were discussing and wondering what generation comes after, because Kurt is Gen Y.
No.
Kurt is Gen X.
Yes, you're
Excuse
Gen
me.
Y.
I'm Gen Y.
Who are the millennials, by the
I was
way?
born in the 80s.
Who are the millennials?
Also known as the millennials. Then after Gen Y comes Gen Z.
Which is stupid.
Those
I
guys
had
were
no idea
born
they
in the
would.
90s.
Why in the world they just said Gen Z? And it's funny.
And
Didn't I say though, watch, what's the next generation after Gen Z? The A generation? No, the Alpha.
so, yeah, so after Gen Z, then we were wondering, well, what is Pluie's generation? The kids born in the 2000s, right?
Mid 2000.
Mid 2000s.
He's 2013. The
2011 is the
2010s.
cutoff for his.
Actually, the appropriate terminology would be for children born in the 2010s. Because, 2000 to 2010 was a decade. 2010 to 2020 is another decade.
Yeah, but I was
He's
saying
in the
that I
2010s.
think. No, this is what I'm saying. I don't know how this works out. I think there's like 5 years in between. It's like 15 years per generation, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 15, 20. Roughly
Because it
20
makes
years.
sense, because if Gen Z was born in the 90s, they're born 90s through the mid 2000s, right? And then Pluie's generation, which is the Alpha generation is what they're called, was born 2011 and on.
It starts 2011. So So starts in the 2010s.
Yeah. So
So
then,
he's early 2010, 2013.
well, he was born in 2015.
Oh, 15. Oh, he's not 2. Oh yeah, we're 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in mid 2010s.
So he is the beginning of the Generation Alpha. So then we came across this article written by Dan Schwabel, 5 predictions for Generation Alpha. So number 1 is that they will be more of an entrepreneurial generation, which makes a lot of sense, right?
Amazing, yeah. Because we're nothing but
Because so they'll see a lot of alpha entrepreneurs starting companies before 10 years old. As most will fail in their business pursuits, they will learn a lot and have much better luck as they get older. They will be more successful entrepreneurs because they will have taken more risks earlier and had time to build reputations and relationships before millennials, Gen X's, and boomers did, which makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense because he's being raised by entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah, it's amazing how dead on this is, because he's going to be raised by entrepreneurs. So naturally, he's not going to be looking for a job. His first inclination will be to start. What business can I start?
The weird thing is that could we have some, peace and quiet over here? The weird thing is that most of Gen Ys, I think that I'm pretty, well, I wouldn't say rare, but I think there are more Gen Ys in the job market than there are entrepreneurs. Would you agree?
So there's more millennials. Yeah, I've always thought that. Millennials have been primarily about the job.
Yeah.
And it's always been, if they don't have a job, they don't want anything else. They're
Right.
all about getting the perfect job.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
So it's kind of weird. Anyway, the second thing is they will be the most tech savvy and not know a world without social networking,
Yeah.
which makes a lot of sense, right?
Uh-huh.
So they'll be connected
Yeah, like we are now.
via mobile phones or laptops
Right.
or whatever. 3, they will primarily shop online and have
Yeah.
less human contact than previous generations.
Like we do now.
Like basically we do.
We're not in a human contact.
They said
Right.
there will be clear psychological challenges with this generation as they will feel more alone despite being so connected.
Yeah, but that's for children who aren't giving any support because they spend all day long at school.
Yeah, and
Trying
then
to
this one Kurt
figure
doesn't
that
agree
thing out.
with. They will be extremely coddled and influenced by their Gen X and Gen Y parents. Alphas could potentially have older parents because Gen Ys are waiting longer to get married and have children.
True.
Gen Ys were always made to feel special and that they will
Millennials?
carry on Gen
Which
Z.
is you. So you were supposedly raised to feel special, Gen Y,
Right,
which you were not raised to feel special.
right.
And I think,
That will carry on to Gen Z because how you're raised is how you raise your kids, which I would not agree with that because I would say that this first generation, our generation, my generation, I don't know about your generation, is I would say the first generation of young parents that are determined to do things totally different.
right.
Totally different.
Right.
And they're aware of it.
Yeah, completely.
I don't know about your generation, but I see this all the time on all of the online forums.
Right.
Like, they're all in the same boat. Like,
Right.
They're all have had shitty childhoods, and they and they want to do things totally different than
Right.
they were.
And that's why he is Pluie Berlioz Tone.
Right.
He's not a Brown, he's not a Taylor. We gave him his own name to start over. You drop all of this baggage that both of our heritages have brought to the table, and you just start over. You know, it even looks like he might have red hair,
Yeah.
which would be perfect. And boy, everybody's so mad.
So anyway, so they're saying, based on research I've done this year, every generation is now more influenced by their parents more than friends, strangers, etc. Generation Alpha will be no different. So if you want to sell to them or hire to them, their parents should be part of your marketing campaign. I don't know about that one. And 5 is they will be more self-sufficient, better educated, and prepared for big challenges. because Generation Alpha will have to take on many of the biggest challenges of the world, including global warming and deficit. Yes, I would say that this generation is the generation that inherited all of the garbage.
But they've always said that.
Well, they told us in high school that we were the generation that was supposed to make all of these big changes.
Funny, so they told us that, and they were telling you that too.
Right.
So these boomers and jonesers were just telling, oh, you're going to have to worry about that.
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with it.
Which means we're not going to deal with it.
Right.
We're not going to do anything about it. You will have to deal with it. And they told us and they told you.
And what I'm saying is that when when we actually wanted to go out and do something and make some changes, it was just all completely killed off by the previous generation.
Oh, and that's true. Then Occupy movement and Black Lives Matter were just a couple, right, that started, that were totally extinguished with violence.
Yeah.
The Jonesers and the boomers and the Jonesers just took everybody and threw them in jail.
Right.
And then with the Black Lives Matter, just started shooting everybody.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. So that's the extent of I think this generation is discouraged by that because there was never an opportunity to actually do something about.
They tried.
Yeah.
But as always, this time the previous it's the same thing what the boomers were going through. Because the boomers had that Kent State. They were going through all that civil rights movement, which was also being grounded by the previous generation with violence. But like the boomers, I guess they just kept at it.
Yeah.
They kept at it, and they made it a big movement. There really wasn't a movement though. It's like so there was Occupy, right, and there was Black Lives Matter, but there's no music or movies or some other cultural or fashion or some other cultural thing that labels those movements. Whereas baby boomers, they had all of their anti-Vietnam, music. The hippie movement was all anti-establishment.
Yeah.
Everything that the boomers were about helped put more pressure on what they were trying to change. But we don't. These generations don't have anything like that.
Yeah. So it says that this generation.
Except maybe Walking Dead.
Right. They won't have Social Security or any safety nets.
Yay.
But will enjoy the benefits of healthcare. Maybe Obamacare, he said. They will get more of a robust education through online learning earlier in life, and they will be in the education system longer, but also create their own way of learning. A percentage will avoid the higher education system in favor of a cheaper online learning, while the wealthier families will be able to support the alphas by investing in their education. Well, yeah, like with us, investing in private small schools.
Well, that's true, yes, in that fashion. But I think when they say that, what they're talking about is higher education. That they'll pay for their college. They'll go to an Ivy League college. So everybody else will graduate from University, but the wealthy will still graduate from Harvard and all those other places.
Yeah, I wonder how that is though.
But nobody's thinking about sending their kids to private elementary schools or preschools or elementary schools like we want to do.
Yeah.
Small group setting.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But I wonder if our generation or Gen Y or Gen X is actually saving for their children's college.
I wouldn't think so.
Because
everybody's we're deeply involved in that sort of thing, and everybody is broke, stone cold.
Right.
Broke.
The expenses are significantly higher.
Yes.
But I personally believe at this point, and maybe I'll change my mind at some point, that if Pluie decides to go to college or wants to pursue a college education, then he should pay for it.
Right.
Right?
Sure. He'll have his little fun.
For a specific purpose. Not
that's true.
He's going to high school and then he's going to college.
Right. And that's what we have to.
He's specifically going to college because he wants to accomplish something.
And then we have
he's
to
wasting
tell him
his
that.
time.
We have to tell him the proper
I would argue
way.
that college is a waste of time totally. But if there are specific
if you want to become a doctor,
fields that you would like to get into,
take a bit. If you want to become a vet, or if you want to become a doctor, if you want
to
become an
to go
architect,
to college to finish.
You will have to because you're going to need a license, and they're going to look for that, or a lawyer, or anything like that.
Right.
But for anything other than You could easily graduate from high school and go start your own company.
Right.
And immediately make more than any of these people.
Right. So hopefully he'll be more entrepreneurial. But if he does decide to, go to college for whatever reason, if he wants to, then I think it should be his investment and that he should be paying for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's other Gen Ys out there that feel the same. So, the last thing it says is that the divide between the rich and poor will become much more apparent with the alpha generation. Well, it's obviously the getting rid of the middle class, right? Now it's going to be the upper and lower class.
So
that's the
the problem with that though is going to be because by that time there will be people running their own business and there will be people trying to get jobs. And the people running their own business will always have more money than the people getting a job.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where the divide's actually going to be. It will appear, and I guess if more people they say more people are becoming the alpha generation, more will be entrepreneurial, right?
Mm-hmm.
So more alphas will be involved in their own business. They'll be bringing in more money than the rest of them who are just out to find a job.
Right. Which means that corporate America will become larger, right? Somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
Right? Because these businesses will turn into corporations at some point.
Well, that's true. Because if they start small, then they're going to turn into corporate. Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's not because of corporate America getting... It's because...
It's not a conspiracy.
Right. It's because that's how things are developing.
Right. More people will be getting into business for themselves.
Right.
And then the other people will be just the people looking for jobs. And the people looking for jobs will always be out of luck.
Yeah.
Always. You will never have enough money if all you do is go in search of a job.
Correct. This is that quote that we saw at Bushwick Collective, like you can either pursue your own dreams or work to make someone else's dreams a reality, something like that. It's true.
No.
So I would like to push Pluy or influence him
in
some way too.
Right. And even if he does decide
that he sees the importance of working for himself.
Right. Even if he goes to college
that's true security.
Right. Even if he goes to college to get a technical degree or whatever, a higher degree, turn that into a business. Don't just go look for a good job.
Right.
Because you will never find a good job.
No.
You'll have to
never have job security.
No, and you'll always be enslaved to the damn system. You'll always have to keep your credit up, because you don't have enough money to pay outright cash for anything.
Yeah.
So here you got this nice big house, but if you lose your job, you're not going to be able to pay the credit off, and they're going to ruin your credit, and you're not even going to be able to
You just lose everything.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so our little one is an alpha generation.
Well, that's kind of cool that we found that out.
Loves that sleep sack. He feels really cozy in it.
Oh yeah? He loves it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. But he has another one though too, right? Did he have two?
The other
I've never
one
seen
restricts his arms.
Oh.
This one I got so his arms are free.
Good.
He likes it.
So is it just zip out? Like how do I change his diaper?
Yeah, it just zips up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're calling it a night.
Yep.
I gotta wash all these dishes.
Then I gotta walk the dogs.
I have to edit
Then I have
my
to
video.
do some art. Tomorrow we have day off, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go geocaching.
We're gonna go geocaching and we're going to Periscope it.
All right.
I don't know where we're gonna go. I think we should go somewhere where we know we'll be able to find. And I'm a little worried about going to that.
Overpeck?
No.
Can't go. Well,
Palisades.
Palisades? No, I'm not so sure about this. Gotta be going through those forests.
Because we'll be periscoping for like hours while you're climbing.
Yeah.
Mountains.
We could try Overpeck. They're supposed to be right there before you go into if you should go into the brush. But I don't know if you'd be able to follow me. Or we could find another park, or we can just go finish that Henry Hudson thing.
I think we should just go up the water.
Up the water? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Waterway. Anyway, so good night.
Good night. Or we could just find another park.
Yeah, my stomach hurts a little bit.
Oh no! What does that mean?
I don't know.
There's another baby on the way.
No. Okay, good night.
Alright, good night, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.